Hi, I'm the professor for this class, Los Medanos Online 49. My name is Mary Filio, and I'm happy to be working with you on this online class. You should be logged in by now, of course, otherwise you won't be able to see this video. And what you'll find is that the class is divided into one chapter a week, roughly, from the New Perspective Computer Concepts book. That's this book here. And let's see, let's line that up pretty good there. Computer Concepts 2010. Don't worry if you don't get the pink book. This simply is the book that has 8 chapters. If you get the green book, it has 12 chapters. We're going to only cover 8 chapters, so you're okay. The other thing that's very important about this book is that you get the book on CD that comes with it. Okay? This is your typical CD. And what's in here on the CD is a number of exercises that will help you get through this course on your own. You don't have to be worried about reading and stuff. As you can see, it's easy to take the CD out. Not too easy. But this is the typical CD. Nothing special about it. But you have to have it. Some of the homeworks you're required to hand in will require you to go through some of the exercises on there. The other book that you need is Practical Office 2007. Let me get this right. Okay. It also includes a CD. Okay. And that CD I've removed before, so it's a little easier to see. I have a crack in it, but okay. So when you buy these books, if you buy them online or if you rent them or however you get these books, make sure that you get the CD so you can do the homeworks. The Practical Office has actual things that you have to step through. There's no way of getting out of it. You've got to have these books. Except if you're willing to go into the lab, either at Los Medanos or at Brentwood, you can use the versions of book on CD that they have there. Ask the lab techs to help you to find it. It's usually not too hard to do. And you can just step through the exercises there. So that's the 2 things you have to have, those 2 books. You can contact me by email, maryfig@yahoo.com. You can also call me if it's like emergent, if it's making you crazy, whatever the problem is. 925-480-7272 is my number. And typically I never pick it up, but that's just me. But feel free to leave a message anytime. I will be monitoring it carefully during exam times and things like that, since the exams will be offered online. If you run into a problem, you can't finish the test or something like that, you're going to have to be able to get a hold of me to ask me questions if you need to. So around that time, I am a little more sensitive to answering the phone. But in any case, leave a message and I will get back to you. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy this class. It is a little bit dry. It's not as much fun as doing it in the classroom, of course, because then you can ask me questions in person. Oh, by the way, how do you ask me questions? There's a little online help with that, but basically you go onto the discussion board and ask questions there. You will have to do a couple submissions to the discussion board anyway, so I suggest you get familiar with it as soon as possible. I will show you some of the stuff online for submitting the homework. I expect all the homework to be submitted online and not by email. Alrighty, let's go take a look at some of the screen stuff. Alrighty, well, here we are. You're going to log into www.losmedanos.edu. You probably already knew that, right? No surprise there. Alright, but once you log in there, where do you go? Well, one of the things you can do is underneath My Web Advisor, Easy Access to Classes, just click on Login to Blackboard. Alright, log into Blackboard under Quick Links. And that'll take you here, which is presumably how you already get to see this video, but just in case you forgot. Now when you get to this, you'll see Blackboard, Academic, Los Medanos, Suite, okay, Los Medanos College. And of course you go to User Login, right here. No biggie. And it'll show you what courses you're taking. You may have other courses besides this one on here. Almost certainly will. Even French classes and things like that are using this. But you'll see there's a couple of sections. There's you'll see welcome, your name, tools, announcements, my calendar. You can use a calendar type thing on there. And courses that I'm teaching in my case, and your case, what you're taking. And you'll see Comp Sci 49, Computer Literacy, okay, 6932. And you can just go ahead and link on that. Alrighty. And then you'll see this course and everything that goes with it. Yeah, YouTube is going to give me a -F here. Can you get a -F? And what you'll see is announcements. Let's get up a little closer on that. Course information, staff information, course documents, assignments, communication, discussion board, and so on. Tools. The most important ones for you are going to be announcements. Once a week, I'll be putting something out to remind you what to do. Course information is going to be important at first because it's going to have your syllabus and all that kind of stuff in there. Staff information is all about me. Course documents is more information still about the book, New Perspectives, or Computer Concepts. Assignments is going to be very important. This is what you're going to be doing all the time. You have a number of these to check per week. Communication is how to communicate with me and your fellow students. Discussion board, you're going to be using that because you're going to be doing some homeworks in there, or a homework in there, 2 homeworks actually. And that's where you can contact me with your questions. And it's a good idea to put your questions in there a lot because it lets other students know what's going on. External links, there'll be some homeworks and just some kind of fun things, as well as this video. Tools, that's where you're gonna find out about your grades. And exams, of course, is going to be where you take exams, and that will be online. You'll have a couple days to do it typically. So let's go take a look at announcements. Click on there. All right. Actually, when you come in, that's what you're going to see. You'll see the green book. You'll see the announcements. The first announcements for this week is last date to add, last date to drop with no W, and things like that. Just kind of informational type things. Okay. So that's the announcement. And come back, we'll do a little bit of a pullback on that. This is not the best camera in the world. And here's the whole screen, and here's announcements, computer concepts, and the information. Okay, let's zoom back in. Let's go over to course information and see what's under there. And like I said, this will be very important to you at first until you get oriented to the class. You can see syllabus at a glance, how to succeed in this class, getting MS Office 2007, the application, and other software. You have to have Microsoft Office 2007 for this class. Okay, 2003 does not cut it. 2003 does not follow the book that we're using, the Practical Office 2000 book. It doesn't have, it's not an exact correlation. Digital Dropbox, we'll talk about a little bit in the future. How can you ask questions? It's an important thing to know. Okay, if they're critical questions, what does it say? Email me directly at maryfig@yahoo.com. Or truly timely critical, like you're having trouble with the exam, it's not working, 925-480-7272. Not critical, use the discussion board. Okay, and you can just go in there, and that way you can share, that knowledge could be shared about what the difficulties might be. Here's a version of the syllabus that you can print out. Okay, and submitting homework on Blackboard. I prefer to only accept homework on Blackboard, so I suggest that you read this carefully. Blackboard is the name of this application that you're using. It's just like you can interact with it as opposed to emailing me. When you submit a homework on Blackboard, I can correct it and you can see the grade. If you email me, and I have 45 students in this class, things can get out of hand pretty quickly. So please submit homework via Blackboard. If you have questions about how to do it, let me know. Computer use policy. This is about using the labs and the computers in the labs, and what you can and cannot access. You're a college student, you're an adult, so it's expected that you can read this and understand this. So this is all the information about course information, and I suggest you get really familiar with it at first. Staff information, again, is about me. My email address, maryfig@yahoo.com. Course documents. Course documents here. What is this about? These are summarizations of New Perspective chapters. Topic review and PowerPoint presentations. So if you would like to follow an outline about what's going on in the class and in the book and New Perspectives, you can use this course documents to tell you, to give you a shorthand. So if you're at work or you have an idle moment at home and you don't have your book, you can just go ahead and cruise through those. Assignments, very important. You'll see some assignments. I'm going to go ahead and edit view. We have another list of things that you're supposed to do, and you should do these weekly. Okay, what to do for chapter 4, chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. Okay. Communication, again, is about how to communicate with myself. You can send email to other people or send email to me. Wimba Pronto, which is instant messaging, is not currently enabled. Okay, so you'll see that in there, but you can't use it. Let's go to the discussion board. Discussion board has 3 forums in it. One is introduce yourself for the beginning of the class. One is the open answers and questions. And another one is external link discussion, which is an assignment kind of thing. And you can see what you've read or not read by looking at these numbers here. Okay, you can change things. Alrighty, another entry in this frame is external links. And you'll find with the external links, you'll find this video, which isn't listed here yet, but will be. And there'll be some homeworks. There will be a homework based on reading at least one of these and telling me what you think about it. And that will be submitted in the discussion board. And some of them are just kind of fun. If you have idle time, which as a college student, I'm sure you don't. But you never know. Another entry on the left frame here is tools. The most critical one in here to you will be my grades. Okay. You want to review my grades to see if you've submitted your homework, see what assignments are out there, and see if I've graded your homework. Your exam grades will be in there, and so on. Okay. And then last but not least is the exam. Right now, of course, the folder is empty, but when it's time to take your online exams, I'll list the schedule, the calendar of when you can take those exams, and you can go in there and you'll see that the midterm and the final will be in there at those times. The amount of time you're allowed to take to use for the exam will be listed there. And once you open the exam and get started, you cannot do it again. The exams are one time only. Unlike the practice tests. When you take practice tests, you can take them twice. Alrighty, that's about it. To log out, of course, you go up here and log out. And that's it. It takes you right back to the login page again. So if you have questions on this and how to use it, by now you probably have my email address memorized. Alrighty, so best of luck. And like I say, don't be shy about contacting me or writing me. It shouldn't be a